Welcome to Age UK Kent Rivers Steady Strong and Able online classes, Session 4, Resistance Bands. These seated exercises are delivered by Age UK Kent Rivers Specialist Instructor, Sue Larken. This 20-minute session is designed with older people in mind, but is appropriate for people of all ages who wish to gently introduce exercise into their routine, or are focused on maintaining mobility, balance and strength. What you will need for this session: a sturdy chair, a bottle or glass of water to stay hydrated, a Theraband, resistance or exercise band. If you need to grab anything, pause the video here and resume when you're ready.
Hello everyone, it's Sue Larken from Age UK Kent Rivers. I'm the Head of Wellbeing and I'm here to help you to try and get yourself a little bit stronger, a little bit fitter, to help you lead a better, fuller life. So my videos you may have seen before, I've done one on mobility, one on strength and one on balance. So if you want to have a look at the links below, you can click on those, have a look and see about helping yourself in different ways. So today I'm going to be talking to you about Therabands, exercise bands. So these are the Therabands. They come in different colours, different strengths. You can get them, you can buy them on the internet, you can buy them in sports shops. When you do buy them, remember they come in different colours, which can get a bit confusing as to know what your colour is and what you want to do. So different strengths, they start with yellow, red, green, blue, black, but depending on the type that you buy, it might vary in strength. So just make sure you check that you get the right one for you if you're not too sure. Okay, so if you've used these with physios, they would have given you exercises to do to help yourself, to strengthen yourself after rehabilitation. And it just adds a little bit more resistance to your workout. Now, if you're going to be using these exercise bands, just check them, make sure they haven't got any tears in them, any rips over time, or if you've had one in the cupboard for a few years and you're getting it out, just make sure that it's okay to use. So we're going to get started with our bands, so if you can go and get your bands and get ready. Okay, so before we get using those Therabands, we're going to just warm our bodies up. So the first thing we're going to do is going to have a check on that posture and how are you all sitting. So are you sitting a bit too comfy in these chairs? We're going to just check. Now you might want something behind your back to give it a bit of support. If you feel that you want to work that back without leaning against anything, you bring yourself forward, have a little gap there, just making sure you're not getting tired and you start slouching down. So let's get started then. Let's get started and we're going to work on our shoulders. So let's just give your shoulders a bit of workout. So we're going to mobilise them shoulders, you're going to lift them up and we're going to take them round. That's it, nice and slowly. And we're going to go back round and round the other way, just so we get them a bit of movement. Okay, so we're going to get a bit of mobility in this spine now. So we're going to be turning that body. So you're going to put your hands across your chest and we're going to turn the head and body together. I'm going to just turn it one way, back to the middle, and we're going to turn it and middle. Make sure you're breathing. We're going to turn and middle, then turn and middle. Let's do it again. We're going to turn to the middle, turn, one more turn, ready? So we're going to turn it, middle, turn and middle, nice and slowly at your own pace. So let's get these feet warmed up, let's get these feet ready. So we're going to lift your feet up a little bit and just get those feet pumping and moving. Okay, we're going to get these legs lifting up and we're going to lift these legs up. Good. All right, so we're going to give them a little bit of a kick. Are you ready to kick out your legs? So just kick out your leg a little bit so we get these muscles prepared and ready for a bit of action. So I just want a little bit of movement there. Don't want to tire you out too much before we get working on those bands. So just work at your own pace, remember. If you do feel that you're getting too breathless, take the pace down. Always work at your own pace. All right, let's bring it back down. So after pumping these legs a little bit more, we're going to imagine we're going up the stairs a little bit. That's it, because we want to work on these hips. We do a little bit of a side tap. So you're just going to side tap it in, side tap it in. So just getting a bit of mobility there in those hips, ready for when we get them working. Good. And we're just going to do it one more time. Okay, and bringing it back in. So we're going to get our band. So are we ready to use our resistance bands? So as I say, they come in different levels. So we're going to work for the band. So when you're using your band, you might want to give it a test out first. So remember holding these bands. So if you're holding the hands closer together, get the band ready. If you're going to hold your hands closer together and then give it a pull, you'll feel it's a bit tougher. If you take the hands out wider and give it a pull, you'll feel it stretches a little bit more. So remember, each one of you will have different types of bands, different resistance. So you're just going to work at your own pace. So let's get started. We're going to work our middle back, strengthening through that back, important for our posture, stopping us from slouching forward. So we're going to get the band and we're going to put it on the palms of your hands. Okay, now, we're going to take a nice deep breath in before you start. And you're going to breathe out and pull. So you're going to keep that tension, bring the band back nice and slow so it's below the chest, towards that middle, and you're going to squeeze back through those shoulders. And then we're going to bring it forward and relax. Now don't forget, you've got to breathe when you're doing these exercises. So we're going to do it again. Pull it out. Bring it back. Squeeze the shoulders. Bring it forward. Relax. Let's do it. Pull it out. Bring it back. Squeeze. Forward. Relax. Pull it out. Back. Feel that tension. Forward. Relax. Let's go again. Pull that band. Bring it back. These are quite tough, so just do what you can and build it up. Relax. And again. Pull it back. Bring it forward. Relax. Oh, we've got another one to do. Pull it out. Bring it back. Forward. Relax. Let's just do one more of these. Pull it out. Bring it back. Squeeze. Forward. Relax. Well done. Gets a bit tiring, so you might only be able to do a few to start with, but as you go along and progress, you'll be able to do more. Let's have a go at working the muscles around our knee. So strengthening through those legs. So those of you may have had knee replacements, or you struggle with weakness around those knees and you find it difficult, this is a good one for you to do. So we're going to take your band. I'm going to put it on the floor. You can put your foot on the band. Now make sure that you're wearing footwear that the band's going between in the instep there and the foot, that it's not going to slide off. So we don't want it on the front of the foot so it slaps up, okay, because it can come off the foot. So we're going to put it on your foot there in the middle. You're going to keep your back nice and straight. We're going to lift your foot or hover it over that floor. Now, we're going to stretch the band. So you're going to bring the arms up and we're going to stretch those arms and we're going to rest the arms on the leg. Okay, so the hands are not going to do anything now apart from hold that band. Okay, we're going to bring that leg. I want you to bend your knee and then we push down. Now hold that band, don't let it move. You're going to hold it, we're going to stretch it. So the heel of the foot touches the floor of the toes up. Then the leg comes up. So we stretch to the floor, we bring it back up. You stretch to the floor, you bring it back up. Nice and controlled. Okay, so we're pushing against that band on the way down, and the band helps our leg come all the way up again. We push down, we come up. You push down, you come up. And again, push down, and up, push down and up. Good, all the way to the floor. One last time, everybody. You ready? Holding it, push it down to the floor and then bring it up. Well done, okay. It's a bit tough. Just do what you can. We're going to swap over other leg now. So other leg, make sure again it's on the middle of your foot. You might want to give those fingers a bit of a move. It gets a bit tight holding that band. Okay, lift it up, hover, hold that position, stretch your band. Remember, keeping it nice and still. Lift that leg up. stretch to the floor and up, down and up. Nice and controlled. Nice deep breaths when you're doing it. Push that heel to the ground. Stretch that leg out. Now make sure your leg's getting a good stretch and it's pushing straight out towards that floor. And again, that's it. Push down. One more time. All the way to that floor. Okay, so remember, one mistake people can make sometimes is they're holding it, and as they push their leg down, their arms come down. Okay, and then we end up doing this. So we don't want the arms moving. Make sure you're stretching that band. Okay, so we're going back up. This time we're going to put the band behind you. Okay, so we're going to take your band just behind your back. Make sure you're not putting the chair behind you as well. I don't want you to catapult yourself across the room. All right, so we're going to hold it. So remember, holding that band, depending on how strong these arms are. Now, it might be that you've got one arm weaker than the other. If you have, you're going to make allowances. You're going to get the weak arm to go first. You're not going to ignore it and let the strong arm take over. The weak arm is going to work first and then you're going to follow it. Okay. If you find it's too much, you can do the action, you'll put the band down, and we'll do the action without it till you get stronger. So holding your band, closer to your body it is, the harder it is. The further away, the less tension. You ready? So deep breath everyone, and stretch forward, control it back. Stretch forward, control it back. So we're strengthening those arms and shoulders, pushing it forward, push forward, bring it back. Push forward, bring it back. And again, forward and back. Nice and controlled. That's it. And again, push forward. One more time. As you push, you hold that position. Keep breathing. Slowly back. Well done. That's quite a tough one, but it works these muscles here, which we need that strength for because we don't often go around pushing anything. We're normally carrying everything and lifting it. So we're going to take the band. Now it's time to work some hips, hip strength. Hip strength is very important, and if our hips are weak, it affects how we walk, it can affect our balance, and then we start to get knee ache. So if we've got a bad hip this side, we start leaning on this side and the knee hurts. So we're going to work on these hips. You want to put your feet together. Right, for this one, we've got to take the band and you're going to lay it on your lap. Okay, you're going to take the ends of the band. Now, you're going to cross the band underneath your legs and bring it over the top. And you're going to hold on to that band. Okay, hold it down, the hands there, so we keep that. Now you're going to bring one leg out and one leg out so that the feet are slightly apart and we've got a bit of tension. Now, try not to lift the feet up. One thing that happens is people's feet start to lift at the side. We want to keep them firmly down on the ground, so keep their feet there. Push out your thighs and bring it in. So you're going to feel that coming up through here, strengthening outer hip and thigh. You bring it in. You push out, you hold it, you bring it back in. You push out, you bring it back in. You push out, you bring it back in. You push out and back in. Nice and controlled. That's good. Push out, keep breathing, back in, push out. Can we hold that position? It's tough. And do a few little pulses outwards. Now, what are those feet doing? Are they lifting up? Keep them firmly down on that floor as you push out. And then relax. Well done. Okay. One last exercise that we're going to do now. We're going to work on the rotator cuff for our shoulder, and this is a common thing where people start finding that their arms aching, they're hurting, or they've had a fall, they find it hard to lift their arms up. So this one, we're going to just keep it on our palms, elbows against the side. Now you might find again that you might not want to use the band, that it's a bit too much. So you can try the exercise, leave the band on your lap, We're going to just show you what we're going to do. You're going to keep your elbows against the side of your body. You've glued them against your body now. Now the arms, the hands are turning out. They're coming back in and they're not too far, because as soon as that elbow starts to leave your body, it's not going to work. So we're going to hold the band. You ready? So elbows, pull out the band, bring it back in. Pull out the band, bring it back in. Again, pull it out and back in. Pull it out and back in. Good. And again, and back. Keep breathing. Remember, when you pull, you should be breathing out and back in. Pull out and back in. And again, and back in. Good. Pull and hold. Slowly in. One more. And relax. So you should be feeling that there in these shoulders. All right, so remember these exercises. You get stronger, you can do more. So you can do more repetitions. You can do 10 to 15 of them. You could do them twice as you expand and as you get stronger. But remember, start at something that you can do and expand from there. Now we're going to put the band down now and just stretch out your hands and fingers, because holding the band, if you've got arthritis in your hands and your fingers, holding that band can make them ache and hurt. So let's give the fingers a good stretch them out, bend them up and down, give them a little bit of a move. That's good. Okay, let's just lift up them shoulders a little bit. Let's have a little stretch of these muscles now. So we're going to bring the arm up just to where it will go, push it back, hold it there and bring it down. Good. Let's do the other side. Bring the arm up, pushing it back, hold it there and bring it back. Good. Bring them hands round to the back, push those elbows towards each other and squeeze. Keep breathing. Feel it in that chest. Open up through that chest and bring it back. Okay, so last one. Sit forward on that chair. Leg out. And I'm going to feel it stretch those calf muscles. Toes coming up. Give these calves a nice stretch. And we're going to stretch through your back of your leg. Lean it forward a little bit from the hips. And bring it back. Let's do the other side. Heel in the ground, toes up. Hold that position. Remember, from the hips, we're keeping the back straight slowly, because we don't want that head rushing down to that floor. And coming back and sitting back. And that just leads me to say, well done everybody, you've worked very hard. Remember, making sure that you're working safely. Always check with your doctors if you're not sure. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.